Welcome back, team, to another Saturday tester. This week's is called Double Decker. And it is going to be a two-part workout. We are going to be starting with a lifting element, and then our B work is going to be a regular Saturday tester workout. Now, the workout is going to start within a 10-minute time frame. You're going to have 4 attempts to build to a max load of this complex of 1 clean from the floor, 1 front squat, 1 hang clean, 1 front squat, 1 hang clean. Now it's quite a big complex, so the goal when we're going through this is to build throughout those 4 sets across that 10-minute timer. Once we're done, we are going to be moving into a chipper style workout. You're going to move from 1 movement into a wall walk back and forth for a total of 14 minutes. You're going to have 60 goblet squats to get through at your allotted load, into 5 wall walks, into your 50 alternating hang power snatches with the dumbbell, into 5 wall walks, into 40 burpees, 5 wall walks, 30 box step overs with your dumbbell, and 5 wall walks. So the majority of this workout is going to be alternating between the dumbbell and your wall walk. Now, what will we be testing? With there being 2 different workouts, one being a max lift, the other being an aerobic test, we are going to be going through obviously some complex lifting, okay? Now that means that we're not going to be able to express a true 1 rep max, but it is going to be moderately heavy across those movements that we are going to be testing. From there, we are going to be going through some squatting and some shoulder muscle endurance work. If we look at a lot of these movements, they're either squat heavy or they're overhead heavy, like a wall walk and midline and trunk, and also your hang power snatch. So there's a lot of shoulders and there's a lot of lower body being tested for this workout. How does this fit into your current training program? Now, we are still in an accumulation phase. What does that mean? It means we don't want to be testing any true 1 rep maxes right now. We are just trying to give you a little bit more variance by giving you a lift to start with versus doing it under fatigue. We also know that the LPC is hinge heavy on a Friday, which means the Saturday tester either has to be lower body dominant or it has to be overhead dominant, which is exactly what this workout is going to be. Pacing. Now, for most of us that went through the open, we have a good understanding of how wall walks are going to be implemented into a workout. What do I mean by that? It means, how is this going to affect everything else that we do? Now, if we look at this, you have a total of 20 wall walks to accumulate, so we can have a look at that open workout, which did involve wall walks, and just get a gauge of an idea of what kind of pace we're going to be holding across these wall walks and within the workout. With this being a chipper, big chunky rep ranges, 60, 50, 40, 30. That means at some point we probably will have to break these movements, so making sure that we have a good understanding of what your breaking strategy is before the workout starts is going to be best bet. Now, the last thing we need to talk about, team, is trying to establish which one of these movements is going to be a limiting factor for you. Basically, which one of these movements is the hardest for you to complete, and then what we want to be doing is make sure, for example, if I know burpees are hard for me, that I hit those burpees feeling fresh versus the opposite of hitting those burpees and not feeling like I can complete them. Remember, team, there is a 7-day free trial for all of our non-subscribers. This week is going to be a fun one, so let's make sure we grab a buddy so we can slang and bang some weight and then get after this nice little chipper, team. Have a good weekend.